So, the
guy is tall.
And what I do is just to encourage him by being very obedient and very cooperative.
I'm the one who takes care of him.
Brayo.
Hello friends, my name is Muchiri and welcome to my channel. Karibu sana if this is your first time being here, and welcome back if you've been here before and you've elected to come back. I'm coming to you on a Friday, and as you can see I'm in a different area today. I am in a place called Kiratina, not to be confused by the one Karatina in Central Province. I'm here in Nakuru. There's a few kilometers from Nakuru town, there is a small town called Kiratina, and I've come here to see my good friend Mr. Karega, who is also on a wheelchair. Has been on a wheelchair for significantly longer than I have been. He has been on a wheelchair for 14 years. Also, he's a spinal cord injury survivor from a road accident, and actually he was the first person I ever saw on a wheelchair. He came to visit me and give me tips on how to handle spinal cord injury. He came and gave really good motivation to me and to my parents, and my dad is behind the camera today. So the point of today is for me to just meet him, have a conversation with him, for you to get to know him, and hopefully by the end of the video I'll be able to maybe try and drive, because that is something that I've been really wanting to do. I feel like that is the next mountain that I want to climb to achieve my independence. It is going to get me closer to becoming a more independent person. So he has a hand-controlled vehicle, and I'll be trying my best to see how well I can drive that kind of vehicle. So make sure you watch the video up to the end, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share. Thank you so much for your support so far. I am here with my good friend Mr. Karega, and I want him to tell us where we are, who he is, and what we have come to do today. Mr. Karega, how are you today?
I'm good. Hi viewer, my name is Karega, and I'm a good friend to Brayo Muchiri. I came to know Brayo Muchiri when I got a spinal cord injury and injured my cervical 6, and since then we have walked a long journey with Brayo Muchiri. I have visited him at his home with his parents. We have shared a lot, and we have gone to physiotherapy together. We have discussed so many matters affecting us as survivors of road traffic accident. Mr. Muchiri is welcome here. This is where I spend my whole day. After coming from home, I come to this shop. I'm being assisted by my wife from home.
I'm Karega, and my spouse is Karega. I'm the one who takes care of him. So I'm a caregiver in short to him. We have walked this journey for the last 14 years, and it has not been so hard, and it has not been easy. It has not been easy.
And when I reach here, I have a gentleman called Brian who assists me to alight from my vehicle and to come and get settled here at my office. Now in this office, just a small office, this is where we are dealing with pottery business. We sell animal feeds, we sell drugs, we sell farm inputs, and we also do a bit of KRA consultancy, among other cyber services. My vehicle is a bit modified, as we'll be showing you later, a bit modified to have a device that can be used by a spinal cord injured person. I use my right hand to steer the car. My left hand I use to accelerate and to brake.
Why does your right hand and your left hand look different? Do they have different levels of power?
Yes.
First of all, what is your level of injury?
My level of injury is cervical 6, and I was affected differently, both hands. Like my right hand has a little grip in the hands. Doesn't have so much power, but the rest of the arm is strong, and I'm able to do a few tasks here and there. I can lift objects, I can steer the car, I can ignite with the right hand.
It has taken his mighty hand, and he has enabled us to move all along, and more so bringing us more closer to each other from when the journey began.
And you also do business together?
We run an agrovet, and usually he's the one who manages the agrovet, because I myself am a bit busy outside, so he does all the shop management.
Yeah.
And so far he has done it in a very good way.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not able to thread a needle, but I'm able to write. Although my writing is not the ordinary way of writing. As you can see, my index finger is not so strong, so I hold my pen differently from the others. Maybe I can demonstrate how I do it. Like now this is a pen. Ordinarily we are supposed to hold it like this. But because my index finger is not strong, I hold it like this.
Lunch has arrived.
Yes.
What are you having for lunch?
We're having ugali and some mutton.
Okay. There is a butchery just next to your shop.
Business.
Okay.
I learned some basic skills. I learned like transfers, maybe from bed to the wheelchair. From the wheelchair to a sofa set. From sofa set to back to the chair, and even from the chair to a vehicle. So these transfers have come a long way. If
you were to gauge your independence on the scale of 1 to 10, from 1 being totally dependent on your caregiver and 10 being like an ordinary person, where would you be on that scale?
I would be at 7.
7?
Mainly because I really need assistance, especially from when I'm waking up. I have to be taken to a washroom where I do basic washing.
You no longer do sponge baths in bed?
No, that's where we do it.
Okay.
I'm just calling it
wash.
The activities that take place there.
Yeah.
So I do bed baths.
Bed
I have
baths,
to be assisted. Because remember, my left hand doesn't cooperate so much. So I need somebody to assist me. And this person happens to be my wife.
You also have 2 beautiful children. How has the journey been balancing being a mom, being a wife, and being a caregiver, all in the same, all for one person?
Well, the journey has brought us together very closely indeed. It was hard at first for the kids to know that their daddy never walk again. I too, it was not easy for me to get it into me that he's going to remain in a wheelchair for this long. So I can say we've worked as a team toward his healing.
Yeah. Thank you so much for talking to us, and have a really good day. Yeah. So your wife has been your caregiver since the accident happened?
My wife has been my caregiver since day one.
How would you compare your injury and my injury?
I would say yours is a bit higher because you don't have power in the you don't have power in the fingers. I have noticed that already.
Yeah.
And I can see your grip is a bit weak than mine.
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, I have zero grip. Yeah.
so this grip means a lot.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that a grip can mean the whole difference.
Yeah.
By writing, brushing myself, feeding myself, and healing myself.
Yeah.
I do all these because I have this. For you, it might be a bit difficult.
Yeah, I can wheel myself. I can wheel myself, but using my palms.
Your palms.
But I don't have enough triceps or biceps to wheel myself for a long distance. Yeah, because a lot of disabled people or people who are in our situations face criticisms. They ask if you're able to transfer yourself from the bed to the wheelchair, why then can't you bathe yourself? So what would you say to that? Because I have seen people who have criticized me, because I can do some things independently, why am I not able to bathe myself?
Yours may be a bit difficult because, especially because of the grip. When bathing, you need to use soap. You have to use other items like towels and such things, and you need to move your water, or maybe you are using a basin, or maybe you are using a wash. Maybe you need to move somewhere inside. This may be a bit difficult.
Yeah. I recently started receiving care from my girlfriend.
Yes.
Just a few weeks ago. We've been doing it for a short while. Do you have any advice you would give me when it comes to receiving care from your significant other?
Receiving care from your significant other makes you bond much more. And it's very, I would say, very intimate.
Yeah.
It brings you much together. More so when you are able to communicate well, when you are able to support one another.
Yeah.
If you are able to do a big task, it's very good to support. It's very good to work with her.
Yeah.
And it's good for you to show her that you are appreciative of what she's doing.
Yeah.
And you cooperate so that you also get encouraged to help.
Yeah. How do I show my appreciation? In what ways? What tips would you give me to show my appreciation?
You just tell her thank you
Yeah.
when you appreciate her services.
Yeah.
And you are comfortable with her.
Yeah.
Of course, you also have to appreciate in other ways, like when you are having enough finances, you have to give to her. You have to also be open to her and share your every life. I mean, every bit of your life with her.
So trust, appreciation through word of mouth,
Yes.
and also if it is possible through gifting as well.
Yes.
But thank you, Mr. Karega, for sharing with us and for encouraging us and me personally, because that is the point I am in my life, and I needed some guidance and just some reassurance that it's going to be okay.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm very happy to be here. So let us have some mutton. This is mutton.
This is mutton and ugali.
And ugali.
Yes.
We also need some kachumbari now.
Kachumbari, we are going to try to here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So So we have found a stretch of road that is not busy, not too far from where Mr. Karega's shop is. So the plan is for him to use my wheelchair, to transfer onto my wheelchair, and then he will go from the driver's seat to the passenger seat, and then my dad will come back with the wheelchair, and then I will transfer from this car to the driver's seat of Mr. Karega's car, and then Mr. Karega is going to help me, guide me through driving the car and see how well or how badly off I'm going to do. My dad is going to have to do a lot of moving around, and I'm very grateful that he's willing to do so, because he'll have to facilitate all the transfers. But yeah, I'm very excited. This is going to be my first time trying to drive a hand-controlled vehicle. So I don't know, the last time I had seen Mr. Karega's car, and I didn't have any strength to do anything of significance, like drive or maybe brake. But I have been going to the gym, and now I feel like I have a lot of strength. But I don't want to blow my horn too soon. Let's see how I do, but I hope you guys are cheering me on wherever you are. So this is the stretch of road where I'll be attempting to drive. As you can see, it is not a very busy road. So believe it or not, I have not come from toil in the garden. I've just come from driving, but it's very tiring. It demands some level of muscles that maybe I don't quite have. Fine motor skills, but I've been able to drive for a short while with the good guidance of Mr. Karega there.
Yes.
What would you say? I still have a long way to go.
The area that maybe you need a lot of improvement is the muscles, for you to be able to ignite the car, for you to be able to accelerate, to brake, and to shift the gears, and even to steer. So maybe with a lot of physio and a lot of practice, you'll get there. I know you'll get there.
Thank you so much for the word of encouragement. I think now I have something to push me to go back to the gym or to continue going to the gym. I need to work on my muscles to be able to not only even igniting the car. I turning on the car. That was really tricky for me because the key is quite small, and being able to turn it was a challenge for me. And Mr. Karega's mechanism here is not for the weak. You need to have a lot of strength for you to accelerate and for you to brake. But I think if you need any, if you're looking for inspiration, or if you are looking for exercise, nothing better to exercise with than this car, because it's hardcore for sure. But I'm very happy. Thank you, Mr. Karega, for lending me your car and your time and your expertise. I'll definitely go and work on the things that I need to work on, and then I'll come back hopefully stronger. Wow.
I also need to add something, that this is not the ideal heart control. That's why it's a bit hard for you to pull and push. But with the ideal one, Brian, you are there, because you have the basics of driving. You know the road, you know all the, you know how the car operates. So maybe this is just a bit of practice with the right gadget, and you make it.
That is good motivation and good inspiration. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Please leave a like, please subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to be telling you more about Mr. Karega and what he does. If you are ever around Kiratina area, please give him a visit for all your poultry needs, feeds and medication, drugs. He'll have you sorted, so make sure you support him in that way. Thank you so much and goodbye. Garigo no maraugo tiga we na mada.